Hey guys, I'm back. This is another video similar to the video that I just uploaded yesterday, or the two parts I uploaded yesterday, comparing the DC33 to the Hoover Wind Tunnel to Rewind Pet. This is another comparison video showing, similarities and differences between the Dirt Devil Lift and Go and the DC33, as seen in the previous videos. The Again, you probably, if you know the history of, if you've seen the other videos, you probably know the history of how I got the DC33. I'll try to make it short. I bought it from Amazon for $318 about 3 years ago. Used it quite a bit. Made several videos with it. Very happy with it. Went up to Job Corps. Couldn't take long, because I didn't have the money for shipping. Managed to came back here. I guess I told Brian, my brother Brian, whatever, expressed my interest in getting my Dyson back out of storage, because apparently it was put in storage. And my brothers Dustin and Brian managed to make that little wish come true for Christmas, and I managed to get my Dyson back. So it's kind of like a Christmas gift almost. So it was really cool. They posted my brother posted a video on his Facebook, and it's really nice. That's the main gist of it. This has become my daily driver for vacuuming, mainly. Just vacuumed with it, emptied it, everything. My Lift and Go here, I bought while I was up at Job Corps. I bought it at $120. I had bought a Bissell Power Groom Multi-Cyclonic canister. I don't think I ever did a video on that. I guess I forgot. But I had a Bissell in which was actually built really well, and the Bissell was very powerful. Despite having a straight suction nozzle, the suction power was tremendous. I mean, way more than I expected. It had attachments. It was dual cyclonic. It worked pretty well. I had once thought about getting try to get a Turbo Cat head for it, but I guess I looked up information on this Lift and Go vacuum, and I read a little bit about it, and I guess this is all. I guess it was almost like an impulse purchase, because I thought, maybe I could just get maybe just be easier, and just to get an upright with a motorized power nozzle, so that way I don't have, I just thought about it when I went to Walmart. Got a chance to go to Walmart, and I compared it to another Bissell, which I found interesting. I had a dorm closet or locker that was small, really small, and so it was small. Well, it was small enough that I could fit. No, I'm sorry, large enough that I could put the Bissell in, but the Lift and Go and the standard upright configuration I wasn't able to put in. I did realize I could collapse it, take it apart, manage to put it in the locker. I just thought, screw it, went and bought it. And because I figured I'd try it out, because I know CNET.com gave it a really, kind of a bad review. They criticized some of its features, like how the cord is placement along with the hose. They criticized its carpet cleaning performance, in which, but I decided to give it a shot, hoping it worked. And luckily for me, it did. It worked very well. Oh, I'm sorry. I also forgot to also mention that they also criticized the power head, in which the brush hole couldn't be shut off, nor could you remove the brush bar. But I overlooked those, I guess. I gave it a chance, gave it a shot. And I tried it out. I came to like it. I thought for $120, I thought it was a pretty good machine. As I did with the Dyson, I did, look up reviews. I tried to do as much research, look up as much info as I can on it. City reviews, try to see, if it did get positive reviews of, like what was it, what did they praise, and what did they like, what did they not like. Most of the time they're like short little reviews, like, oh, I like this vacuum, it works really well. Well, okay, but you're not giving me enough information. Like, what do you like about it? What don't you like about it? I'm kind of like one of those people that like to, that need information. Like I want to know that if I get this vacuum, that it is going to, that I have a figure that it's going to work. But I went ahead and bought it and I tried it out and it does work. It does work very well. I'm happy with it. I think I did use it to pick up pet hair. I think it was cat hair. No, not cat hair. Dog hair. Melinda's house. Tried this out and it did pick up the cat hair pretty well. Like I didn't see any bits of hair left. It did pick it up. So I was pretty happy with it, and still am. Hopefully, I'll keep it. Probably will keep it as the secondary vacuum. Dyson's the primary. This will be the secondary. Hoover's the tertiary. Okay, well, secondary might switch between Dirt Devil and Hoover, but this is a decent backup. So with the filters are all, need to be cleaned on this, and I had to vacuum, I got the lift and go. And if that's out of order, Hoover inside that closet will do. So those are some of the information about it. Between background information between the two vacuums. Like I said, some of the similarities. Like I said, there are similarities between the Lift and Go and the Dyson. Like, of course, they're both bagless Cyclonic machines. They're both Cyclonic. You won't have to buy a bag. You don't have to, worry about suction loss. As long as you take care of these two, like if you either have the Lift and Go or Dyson, as long as you take care of it and clean out the filters like it's supposed to, as they recommend, this should do fine. I'd say the Lift and Go, depending on usage and depending on how much dirt you pick up, I would say between 1 and 3 months. The same thing for the Dyson. Usually they say 3 months, but again, it just depends on how much dirt you pick up. If you pick up more dirt or a lot of fine dust, it might be just once a month or whatever. It all depends. They are both, of course, they both have a brush. They both have brush rules. That's clear, obvious. Both have washable filters. This has a washable, the Lift and Go has a washable pre-motor filter and a washable, reusable HEPA filter. They're both rinsable and reusable. They technically call it rinsable. Same thing, you wash it in cold water, wring it out, tap out the HEPA filter, I would say at least 10 times, let it dry, put it back in, and it should be good to go. Same thing with the Dyson. Every 3 months or whatever, take out the filters, wash them out, wring out the filters, tap out the cage on the pre-motor filter, tap out the HEPA filter 10 times at least, something like that. Try to shake out as much water you can out of it. Let it dry for 24 hours, put it back in. You're good to go. Both have stretch hoses. I will show you how they work. They both have handles that can be converted into a cleaning wand. I'll show you this on the Lift and Go. On the back of here, you'll see here it says wand release. I'm doing it with one hand, so I could put my finger here. Press the wand release button, and now you got your wand ready. You can unhook the hose, like so. Unhook the two hooks, and clip the hose like that, and you're now able to reach around and you can get below furniture around areas. It does have a stretch hose here. You can see that. The hose goes back on and can even detach the wand from the handle or hose thing, like so, like that. And then just put on one of your onboard attachments. We'll use the combo tool, for example. You can do like that, clean your surfaces. Or, and I know I'm doing this with one hand. Sorry. I'll try to show like this. Put it on like that. You can even, and let me see, actually, hold on. Let me put my phone down here. Okay. You can even take this wand, and I know put on the table, hook on your tool like this, and now you can reach up here, down below, whatever. There's the combo tool. You also have a turbo tool, and that's how that works. I'll put the hose back on. Show you how I do it. Again, I'm working with one hand. Put the hose on like that. Let it drop into place. It'll click into place. I like to clip the hose back on like that. And that's ready to go again. Dyson also has a handle that converts into a wand. Its setup is different. One hand, the wand draws out, and then you can disconnect the wand like that. You can even take this. There's a little button on the back. You can even detach your hose and put on whatever attachments you have on here. So I'm going to attach the crevice tool. Fits on the cuff like that. Same thing. The stair tool does the same thing. I know, we should, but I'm trying to save time so we don't eat up free space on the phone. Whoops. Sorry about that. Let me put the hose back on. I'll show you how. Here's the wand. You attach like that. You hear a slight little click. That indicates the hose is back on the wand. Take the vacuum on like that. Press this little red button. And then in place. Goes back, wand retracts back into place. Put on the red end cap. And you're ready to go again. So they both have that advantage. I say both are a little bit lightweight. Dyson, I don't have any problems with it. Lift and go, very lightweight. I think the Dyson might be a little bit heavier, not by much, but the lift and go is also, both vacuums seem to be relatively lightweight. Both, I'm sorry, I did mention they both are Cyclonic. My bad. Both have your contact contact information here. Like here, you'll see right here. If you have any questions with Dirt Devil, and if you do have a Dirt Devil vacuum already, you need to know the number. Here's their number: 1-800-321-1134. I remember that off the top of my head. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. They are closed on Sundays. But you can also contact them. You can also visit the website online at www.dirtdevil.com. Of course, that website is open 24 hours a day. It's nice because it's kind of on the back here, but it's a nice little sticker. It gives you the contact information. Other than having to disconnect one and them giving you the information right there. Of course, they do have the information. I'll zoom up. And look how my phone refocuses. Not like my crappy Galaxy Prevail. Yep, but there it is. USA and Canada. Same number, 1-800-321-1134. Same website, dirtdevil.com. Made by Royal Appliance Manufacturing Company in Greenville, Ohio. Which their parent company is TTI Floor Care. Little fact right there. Oh, there you see the little turbo tool right there. Like that. The Dyson also has the same number, and I will try to zoom in. Oh, there we go. There's the same number right there. Number for Dyson is right there. It's right in the front here, and it'll tell you. Of course, it gives you the name, gives you the website, Dyson.com. Easy. It also gives you the number, and I apologize for the camera shaking. For my unsteadiness with the camera. I'm trying to keep it as steady as I can. Of course, I'm not a tripod. The number there says 1-866-693 9766. Again, that number is 1-866-693-9766. That is Dyson's helpline. And that way it will tell you, it can help you with whatever number. Let me try to balance the brightness. There we go. Anyway, that's Dyson's helpline. If you have any questions with your Dyson product, concerns, whatever, you can contact them there. Or shoot them an email at Dyson.com. Makes it very, very easy to contact them with. Now there's some differences with the vacuum, with each vacuum. I'm trying to think. Actually, let me give me a second here and think if I covered all the similarities with the vacuums. Okay, well, there's also the power button switch. They're easy located. They have easy to locate power buttons. One's right there. Dyson's up here. I know they're in different spots, but they're, again, like I say, they're easy to reach. You don't have to bend over, back, whatever, or tap on a foot to release the pedals. Both releases, they don't have handle release buttons or pedals. They just, you step with your foot on a nozzle. Let me do my foot. Put your foot there, recline back, and now your vacuum is reclined and easy for use, ready for use. Put it back up and reclines like that. Same thing with a Dyson. Put your foot there, and then the handle reclines, allowing you to vacuum. And then just put it back up in the position. Works like so. Very easy to do, very reliable. At least one advantage is that they don't break. They both have bottom emptying dirt cups as well. On the Dyson, see here, it's been vacuumed. Press your handle release and press your empty button like so, and it empties like that. You can shake out the dirt cup and empty it. Put it back on like so, and it is very easy to clean. The lift and go dirt cup release also right there. I gotta take out trash and put my dirt cup here. Now there's a button instead of up right there. There's a button, separate button right here to press. See if I can do this. You can easily press the button. The bin also drops like so. Very easy to do. Clicks back into place. Very easy to do. And those are some of the similarities between the Dyson and the Dirt Devil. Now, there are some, of course, every vacuum's different. There are some differences. Let's review what the brush roll looks like. Oops, cord popped out. The one, you can see the brush right here. You can see it's kind of like a roller brush. The bristles are fair, kind of maybe medium stiffness. They're not as stiff as the Dyson. This brush roll, the disadvantage with this one is that the brush roll here cannot be removed. Apparently, according to Dirt Devil, you can't remove the brush roll to clean it out. I'm guessing it's because it's a modular brush system. I'm assuming that you won't have problems with the belt. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not with this vacuum. They call it direct path. They're called direct path technology. They call it edge-to-edge cleaning. You can see right there. Oops. Let me see if I can get a. There we go. There we go. It says right there, edge-to-edge cleaning. Some people think that it'll be able to get rid of the edges. Not exactly. As you can see there, there's a significant gap, enough to prevent getting, the vacuum getting right up to the edge of the wall and cleaning the edges. I think what they mean by edge-to-edge cleaning is that there's a center dirt path in here. As you can see right there, it's a center dirt path. I think what they mean is it provides an even band of cleaning, an even path of suction, or even band of suction, so that way it can go, so that way it doesn't leave any dirt behind on one side. That's what I think that they mean by edge-to-edge cleaning. On the Dyson, again, Helix brush roll. The position of the brushes are different. Brushes are firmer, much more stiff, or a little bit more stiffer. You can see here, it's the side. It does have side suction, not center suction, but I really haven't seen much of a problem with the vacuum having side suction at all. At least I haven't noticed, because I can clean up this side and it'll still pick up. It still picks up, I think, pretty well. The brush roll can be removed, although it is very tough to do so. This is because it's operated with a clutch, and the clutch has been known to be a total pain in one's ass to clean. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry, not to clean, but to remove. If you have hairs, like I'm pulling off hairs right now because I just noticed hairs, you can use excuse me. You can take the cover off by taking these three pieces off, turning these things halfway counterclockwise, 1/2 turn, and you can pop off the sole plate. With sole plate, and then you can go and clean off your brush. Have full access to your brush to clean off your brush roll and everything. So you can put it, and then you can put it back on very easily. Turn these counterclockwise, but clockwise, half turn back to secure it. The Dyson does have a floating head. They both are automatically adjust. I forgot to mention that similarity. The only difference is this has a floating head. This one does not. I think this is supposed to help provide a continual path of suction for the vacuum. Right here, so we'll put this back up. Difference is this is a single motor machine. This is 2-motor. Major there is, but this is 2-motor. There is a major disadvantage, and I just mentioned earlier, the brush roll cannot be turned off for bare floors. That's the major disadvantage. The only way to do it is by disconnecting the canister Oh shit. Let me put my hose down so I can unclip the hose. I forgot to show this feature. Well, actually, no, this is a separate feature. You can disconnect the hose like this and use the wand or the main power head in this style configuration in its portable canister mode. That is one way to do it. The brush roll will remain off because it's disconnected from the main unit, which has the 2 prongs, which has the kind of like a plug-in outlet for this. You connect that, and that causes it to run. The Dyson has a separate feature, has a clutch. That clutch allows the vacuum to operate on bare floors without, scratching the floors, without damaging floors. You can see here it's in carpet, so when you recline it back in its operating position for cleaning the floors, the clutch will kick in and will turn the brush roll on. If you put it upright, it'll remain off. Switch it to bare floors, that brush roll will remain off. Even if it's operating position or even in the operating position, the brush roll will remain off. This is great for bare floors. Put it back in the carpet position to use it on carpets. This uses a 2-belt system. One belt goes from the motor pulley to the clutch, and then a thicker belt goes from the clutch to the brush roll. And while in the pulley belt, the belt from the motor pulley to the clutch will continue to spin, even though this will remain off even at all times. The part that the thick belt here, the clutch to the brush roll belt, is controlled by this clutch. So that's a little advantage the the Dyson has. A little bit over the Dirt Devil when it comes to bare floor cleaning. But again, if you don't mind using this as a portable canister mode for bare floors, you probably won't. It probably won't seem as much of a disadvantage for you. Again, the canister is lightweight and is easy to use. They even include, the Dirt Devil will include a back and dust floor tool, which has a microfiber pad, which kind of acts like a Swiffer, almost like a Swiffer sweeper vac. So you can use that on bare floors, and it'll suck up the large particles while it dusts your bare floors. Dyson offers articulate floor heads, floor brush. Articulated floor brush is available as a separate accessory. So is the flat out tool, which is great for getting under furniture, stuff like that. So there's advantages. Let me put this back in its upright configuration. The way to do it is when you put it back in position, trying to make sure that when you put it back in the position, make sure this kind of goes in. You can't fit it like on top, like straight down. You have to put it in recline. Make sure it kind of falls into place. When it kind of falls into place, the vacuum will click together. Both vacuums are cyclonic, although their cyclonic filtration is different. This one uses dual cyclonic technology. Again, similar to the Hoover Wind Tunnel 2 Rewind PET. Older Dysons also used dual cyclonic technology. The ClearTrack vacuum used dual cyclone technology. Especially the old Phantoms also use dual cyclonic technology. In fact, here's a little quick fact if you didn't know. Dyson invented dual cyclone technology, which is used today, even though the patent's probably expired. It is used today on many different vacuums such as this. How it works is that you have a outer low efficiency cyclone separating the hair and larger filth and dust and dirt. Dust goes and air goes in here. Gets spun out by the inner cyclone, which is a higher efficiency cyclone. That gets spun out, goes up to the premotor filter, air passes through the premotor filter, and then passes out the exhaust through the HEPA filter. And by the way, if this video kind of cuts out, I'll do part 2 if it's at a 30-minute limit. So if this cuts out, proceed to click on to part 2 if it does cut out. Let's see here. Oh, okay, no, it doesn't cut out. Okay, awesome. The reason I guess I gave that warning is because my Samsung Galaxy Ace Style has a 30-minute limit of for videos. Apparently this one doesn't, so that's good. So just disregard that warning. Well, actually, I might do part 2 if I run out of free space. So this one, the Dyson, also Cyclonic, but it has what they call root cyclone technology. This is a more basic multi-cyclonic system that Dyson offers on some of their vacuums. I know a lot of their older vacuums had this. Now the Digital Slim DC35 and DC44 have it. The rest of the uprights use radial root cyclone, which is an improved version of this. How this works again: outer cyclone, which is low efficiency, spins out the dust. Heavier dust, maybe hair and dirt and everything, and grit, keeps that away, swirling around the bin. Usually, air goes through the shroud, goes up, hits the inner cyclones, which are 7 of them, not just 1, but 7 in here. They spin out the really small dust particles, and then, to maintain suction power, the filtered air goes through this tube, goes through even more filtration through the premotor filter, goes to the exhaust, and then finally goes through the HEPA filter and out to the air, and that HEPA filter traps any dust and dirt, any kind of dust or allergens that manage to escape cyclones and premotor filter. So that's pretty cool. A little difference. One's dual cyclonic, the other one's multi-cyclonic. The Dyson has cleanout ports. You got your valve pipe, which I forgot to show you on the Hoover wind tunnel and Dyson DC33 video, but I'll show it here. This has a cleanout port, so you can get in here, clean out any hairs. You can access in here, check in here, put in your upright, recline it back in your position to see if there's any hairs in the internal hose, which they can be cleaned out. So we'll check in here. This part's replaceable. Put in here, valve pipe. I'm not valve pipe, U-bend. This one's clear, so you can see whatever dirt's in here. It's kind of opaque, but it's still clear enough to see whatever dirt and crap comes in, and if it clogs. I'll click the U-bend back on. You just line up the grooves. Line up the grooves for the U-bend. Hear a light little click, and then it'll click on just like that. And what that U-bend provides a hose, so when you put it in your upright position, the diverter valve, whatever it is, when it put it in upright position, air will flow to the hose, and then any dirt is picked up, and air will flow to the U-bend, into the valve pipe, up into the dirt bin, and then when you put it in upright position, goes through the internal hose, and here, the internal hose, goes up the valve pipe, through that tube, into the dirt cup. Dirt Devil does not have any cleanout ports. It does use an internal hose. Goes up to this tube. Goes up also through the metal tube, through the hose, through the handle of the hose, into small little tube here. Goes into the dirt cup. This can be cleaned out. I think you can. I'm pretty sure if there's a clog in the power head, you can. I've never done it, because it never happened. But if it does, I think you could use a broomstick and shove it through to help push any dirt out. That could work. Same thing for the Dyson. If it's through the hose, use a broomstick. If it's through the valve pipe, put it in the operating position, lay it on the side, shove a broomstick through there, try to push any dust out, the clog out. If it's up in here, it's a little bit tougher. Take it to a vacuum cleaner shop, any vacuum cleaner shop, and they should be able to have the tools I guess they should have some kind of pipe to clean out that tube there. They'll both have onboard attachments that I forgot to mention. The combo tools very similar, and they're both on, and the tools are on the same side to each other. The only difference is this has a turbo tool. This just has a stair tool. The stair tool has a lint brush or lint strip, 2 lint strips here to help remove any dust, dirt, and even pet hair. Pet hair works really well in this. The turbo tool here uses a spinning brush to dislodge any dirt, pet hair, stuff like that. You can use it on carpets or stairs, whatever. One disadvantage I found about this is that on the lift and go, it's not very powerful, bogs down kind of easily. I did a little experiment with this turbo tool with the Hoover, and on the Hoover, this spun really well and didn't bog down as much as it did on the Dirt Devil. So I think it's just because the Dirt Devil has less suction than the Hoover, but that's a little important thing to note for the Dirt Devil. As for the filters, both filters, right here, you got your filter here. Pull it out, clean out the filter. It may appear discolored. Again, that's okay. You might not see here, but it's a little bit discolored. Again, that's okay. You know, no performance will be affected. It's just normal. Let it wash it out, wring it out, let it dry, put it back on. Put your lid back on. And then attach it on like so. Rinsable filter. Okay, take it off like that. There's your rinsable HEPA filter. Seals in there. Rinse this out. This filter is HEPA, so it is good for people with allergies. Rinse it out, tap it out, let it dry for about 24 hours. And you put this handy dandy little filter back in. Push it back in like that, and again, there's a little seal, so it should clean the air. I don't think there shouldn't be any problems with the unit spewing dust anywhere. At least from what I know of, I couldn't detect any musty, dusty smells, so I think it's doing its job. Put the filter back on, and put the little cover thing back on like that. Oops. I'll show you in case you missed it. Line up filter like that, and then click it back into place. Click your dirt cup back into place like so. It should be good to go. Again, for the Dyson, the pre-motor filter is on the side here. Take this out. May appear discolored after a while. Again, that's okay. Again, perfectly normal. Right here, also perfectly normal. If you choose to replace it, you can. I really haven't seen any problems with the filter so far. Haven't noticed any clog or anything. I put the filter back in. I have to rinse it out every 2 months, let it dry. Put the filter back in, like so. Just like that. And then you can put the filter back on, like so. That filter, again, take dirt cup off, similar to lift and go. Flip this lid over. Pull out the filter, let it, rinse it out, tap it out, let it dry for 24 hours. And again, it might be here, the backside may be discolored due to carbon dust emissions. Again, that is normal. Let it dry. Put it back in the vacuum. Flip it up. close the lid, put the dirt cup back on, and then link it back into place. So there we go. That's how both filters work. I'm sorry, both vacuums work. Filters, what the hell am I saying? Both the Dirt Devil Lift and Go has a 3-year warranty, which is really good. The Dyson I have is currently under its 5-year warranty if you get the DC33 right now. I know newer models might come with a 2-year warranty. It shouldn't really affect anything though. These Dysons are still really durable. Newer Dyson vacuums come with a 5-year, the brand new Dysons you can get off Dyson.com, they have a 5-year warranty. This had a 5-year warranty. Still is under its warranty. It's been 3 years. It's only 2 years left. But still, a 5-year warranty is pretty good for a vacuum. You can even see, and let me zoom in on my handy dandy iPhone. 5-year warranty. Also, you may notice no extra costs to, thank God, no extra costs of filter replacements or even belt replacements. I haven't had to replace the belt on this. Hopefully, never. I say hopefully never. I'm not so sure, but again, hopefully not with Lift and Go either. The Lift and Go is still available on the Dirt Devil website. I think they charge $129.96. I think you can buy the Lift and Go at your local Walmart for $120 for approximately $120. Very nice, very affordable. Don't try to get it off Amazon because they sometimes will charge you like $220 something for this vacuum, which is kind of a ripoff. But Walmart, you can usually get a good deal for $120. This vacuum here, also available at your local Walmart. This used to sell for $399 or $399.99. Then the price, as this model is discontinued, Dyson discontinued model, though they still support it. They don't make the vacuum They don't make this vacuum anymore, I don't think. But they will still support it. They still provide parts and service for it. You sell for $399. Dropped it down to $299 in some places, and now Walmart currently sells it for $199. That, from what I know, while supplies last. I assume it's still available. I will have to check. At first, because I know the Dyson makes a really good Christmas gift. I have seen some videos where people are, people get a Dyson for Christmas, and they are excited. Ecstatic. They're very happy when they get a Dyson. Maybe not so much if they get a Dirt Devil. They might be like, oh, thank you. They get a Dyson. I swear, guys, for the guys out there, you buy your wife a Dyson vacuum for Christmas. If she's been asking for it and you manage to get her one, she will love you forever. Even if she didn't ask one for Christmas, try to get her one. If you don't have one yet. If you're curious about what Dyson is, what all the Dyson hype is about. Get her one. Have her use it. I swear to God, she'll love you. And you'll probably love this vacuum too, and they'll probably sell the old vacuum and you probably won't go back to anything else ever again. Again, individual experiences may vary. But $199, still a very good vacuum to buy. So $199 for this, $120 for this. Both are very good vacuums. Both are very good. I recommend them both. I do recommend we give a good review for both. I think they both do very well. Whichever one you choose, is a good choice. And and I forgot to mention, the hose here on this one is 6 feet. This one here is 15.5 feet. You can get a little bit extra reach if you disconnect the canister there. The Dyson has 15.5 feet, so it's very easy for it to reach the surfaces. I forgot to mention that earlier on, but there we go. So there's a comparison video between the Dyson and the Dirt Devil. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop a question, or if you have anything, if you like this video, feel free to drop, comments, try to keep it nice in the comment section. If you disagree with anything I have to say about Dyson being awesome, whatever, that's okay. Just, just don't go and trash me saying you don't know what you're talking about, or Kirby's rock, Dyson suck, something like that, or calling them Dyson, die crap, whatever some people call them. Just keep it simple. I might do another video with the Lift and Go and the Hoover. And there we go. And then I might show the might do a couple more videos in the near future, showing the Lift and Go in use, the Dyson use in this house, and also the Hoover wind tunnel used in this house. So please feel free to rate this video if you like it or not. If you like this video, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. Feel free to drop comments. If you like what you see, if you like the videos that you see, feel free to drop a subscribe in the video on my channel. I'll be sure to get it, and I'll be very thankful. Well, that'll do it for here. I'm going to go and put the Lift and Go back. I'm going to do a little vacuuming here, some of the hair and dirt here, and I'll clean some dishes, and then I watch some Netflix, or YouTube. Don't know yet. But as always, hope to hear from you soon, and bye for now, and have a Merry Christmas, everybody.